Okay, in this lesson, we are going to talk about combining different strumming patterns with arpeggios. So an arpeggio is when you take the notes of a chord and you play them separately in sequence as opposed to simultaneously all together. So for example, on an E major chord, we would strum a chord like this. But we would arpeggiate it, playing the notes separately. This is also referred to as a broken chord because you're breaking up the notes individually. That's an arpeggio. So we're going to talk about how we can incorporate arpeggios into our strumming patterns. So we're just going to take a simple 1-4-5 progression, G, C, and D. So we're going to strum down, then we're going to do a little arpeggio. So what we're doing, we're strumming 2 down strums, downstrokes. Then we're going to pick up and arpeggiate the top 3 notes of our G major chord. So the high E string, the B string, and the G string. We're going to do upstrokes on that. So take a good close look at my pick hand. We're going to go to our C chord and do the same thing. Just arpeggiating the high notes of the chord. And our low notes are still kind of ringing out as we are arpeggiating those high notes from our downstroke. So you want to let these lower notes still be ringing out as you're arpeggiating. Then we'll go to our D chord. Same thing. Then we go back to our G. So let's just try a progression all the way through. So that's how we can, one way to incorporate arpeggiating. And this will also help you make sure that when you're fretting your chords, that you're getting all the notes of the chord to sound out. So it's good, this is good practice. All right, let's take another example. Let's do a, we'll stay in the key of G, but let's start with an arpeggio. So we're gonna do all arpeggiation. So we're gonna hit our root note, our G, with a downstroke, and then we're gonna come down here and we'll do the same pick pattern we did on the last exercise. All upstrokes on the high strings, the high E, the B, and the G. Then we'll do the same thing on the C. D. G. So we're arpeggiating the chord. We're breaking the chord up. Now, you could also do So there I did a couple different things. It's all about experimenting. So let's try a strum. 1, so there we're doing a downstroke, arpeggiating 2 of the notes, the high E and the B, and then 2 downstrokes. And same thing on C. Same thing on D. Now if you'll notice with my right hand, I'm leaving it free when I do the strum. When I do the arpeggio, I'm kind of planting my palm back on the bridge to give me a nice foundation. Now, you don't have to do that. It feels most comfortable to me, so you kind of do whatever feels comfortable to you. If you want to leave your hand floating when you arpeggiate those notes, that's fine. So experiment with arpeggiating and combining that with your strumming on all your different chords, all your different chord changes and chord progressions.